Hey guys, Radical Reggie here, and today we are doing a review on Strider 2014. Now, Strider 2014 is pretty much, I would say, a remake or, I don't want to say a hybrid of the first Strider game that came out in arcade back in '89. Came out on Genesis as well. I remember seeing this game back in the day, like the original Strider, and I seen the part where Strider was running down the snowy hill, grenades blowing up behind him, fast-paced action. I thought that was outstanding, and I followed the series ever since. So let's see if this new Strider holds up to the old school ones. So here we go, folks. The new Strider, which is pretty outstanding. One thing you'll notice in this game from the original games is that you could pretty much explore in this game. Where the other games felt pretty much linear, like you go from point A to B. This one feels like you can pretty much go around anywhere you want, which is pretty awesome. Even though a lot of stuff is already locked until later, you still feel like you go anywhere you want. One thing I noticed about this game from the other ones too is that Strider doesn't have all of his moves in the beginning. You pretty much have to earn new moves as you progress through the game, which I don't mind that, but still I feel Strider should be already strapped. You know, he's ready to go, but that's okay. It gives the game more depth, I guess. Some cool moves that Strider has in this game from the get-go is a launch attack that he had from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is pretty cool. That attack helps you out with some combinations and stuff like that. The charge attack is really good as well. That's my favorite attack I always use. Every time I attack an enemy, I always use the charge attack first. Enemies that were in the other games too are just regular enemies. In this game, they're actual bosses, which is pretty cool. I just think that's like they just gave like minor enemies an important role, which is pretty cool. Because one thing in the older Striders is the story is pretty much like all over the place. You don't know what's going on, and this game actually adds a story mode where you can understand what's actually happening, which is pretty cool. You'll travel around different areas, so areas won't get like boring or anything like that. But going back to the story part, I just really feel like the story really like makes things, it brings everything together. I mean, like when you have a good story mode for a game, it will compel you to play it. And this game, the cinematics, even though they may be minor in this game, they really help the game come together to something complete. One of my favorite features in this game is actually when you're playing through the game, and enemies actually make announcements over the satellite or whatever they're talking over the intercom. And they talk crap to you, and it really kind of pumps you up to when you get ready to face them in a boss battle. Because there's some pretty cool boss battles in this. I'll say all of the boss battles in this game are pretty awesome, and they come out of nowhere most of the time. So it's just really keeps you on your toes. They change them up a lot. Like you be fighting one enemy one-on-one at first, and all of a sudden somebody else will join in. So it really pumps you up. I think they really did a good job with that. Enemies talk crap to Strider, he talks it right back to him, which is pretty awesome. I mean, Double Helix Games, they really did a good job on creating this game. I'm really happy that Capcom let them do the game because they did an outstanding job. You can actually tell they're fans of the series, which is pretty outstanding. And also the original creator of Strider, which I'll put his name up here because I can't remember it right now, he had a part in making this game as well. Now, one thing I noticed though in this game, I didn't really notice too much of the music, so I can't really say if the music will be your cup of tea. I do know they remixed the first Strider games theme, which is pretty cool, but I wasn't really thinking. I don't know if it's like the type of music that you like bump in your car or anything like that. But for what I remember of it, I thought it was pretty cool, especially when you're about to fight bosses. Controls are really crisp too. I felt there was someone. Well, I felt there was someone. I wish that you didn't have to use just the analogs. I mean, I wish you could just use the D-pad as well. But you know, I guess they maybe the developers felt that most people will use just the analog sticks or whatever. So, but don't think the controls are bad or anything. They're actually really good. That's just me. I just noticed little stuff like that. But one of my favorite things in this game are the boss battles. I love the outstanding boss battles. I mean, I love the variety of what the bosses change up, their moves and everything like that. You can be doing a certain amount of damage on them, and they'll change up their strategy, which is pretty awesome. And most of the bosses will do that up to 3 to 4 times. So there's 4 different strategies that they use against you, which kind of like keeps things flowing, which maybe not monotonous, I guess. All in all, Strider is a lot of fun. They did a great job on this game. During this review, when I captured this footage, I actually beat the game again. You know, I didn't plan on beating it. I just planned on doing a couple of spots, but next thing you know, I'm just playing the whole game all the way through, which is pretty outstanding. So guys, that's going to be it for my review of Strider. I think it's an outstanding game. I recommend that people get the physical copy because like I talked about before, when they take digital down, it's just, who knows if you're going to be able to get it again. So get the PS3 copy of this game, physical copy that is. It goes for like $20 to $40, and if you get it brand new, you get the download 2 of the old school Strider games, which is Strider 1 and 2. I'm happy this game was made. Happy to own it. I mean, it's just really a really good throwback. This is probably, Strider 2 was actually my favorite in the series, but this one is like, now this is my favorite Strider of all time. They really put everything together in this game. They did a great job. So thank you Double Helix Studios. You guys are fantastic. And this is something Capcom has done right. A lot of people give them hate because they've been doing things wrong. DLC on disc and other stuff like that. I won't go into, but this kind of stuff by handing off the rights to somebody else to do the job is pretty outstanding, and they did a good job. So anyways, Strider is up there, 2 thumbs up, and that's going to do it for this review. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you later.